okay to feel yourself?
Yes.
Meaning of life is right here. Be self. That's all the meaning is, nothing else. Feel self, be self. It's very simple. And you have felt yourself several times through this conversation. And right?
Yes.
And therefore that is confirmation to you that you are not abandoned. It is confirmation to you that you are not abandoned. I asked you, what would happen if you, instead of feeling abandoned, what would it feel like? And you said, I would feel myself. And you are feeling yourself.
Okay.
Therefore, you're not abandoned. Being abandoned is nothing but a fantasy of your own mind. It is not a reality. When you are in the fantasy of your mind, you are not feeling the self. When you are feeling the self, you are not in the fantasy of your mental projection about being an abandoned. The reality is, self is, we are, God is, it's all one, everything is connected to everything, and there's no such thing as abandoned. That's the experience when you feel yourself. Anything else is a complete story in your mind. So,
the direction is find the...
not find, be. There's nothing to find, you found it already. Can you imagine? It can take some people 25 years to figure out what we just worked on in 40 minutes or however long it took. You know? Some people spend their whole life and they never get to this. Just be. Just to be. The biggest risk of the life. Because the Maya, the everyday life tells you, if you just be, you're going to die. If you just be, nothing's going to happen. If you just be, nobody loves you. If you just be, you're going to be lost in the forest, etc., etc. Everything tries to give you that message. Just being is the worst thing to do in this world. Every spiritual teaching tries to tell you, be, be, be. And even after thousands of years, 90% of humanity can't hear to just be. Because the gamble seems too big. If I just be, everything will fall apart, nothing will happen. The surprise is, if you really just be, how much actually starts to happen in your life. Because by being, you manifest a projection, and by manifesting a projection of self, in self, you attract, and things move and interrelate with you. Because there's really somebody there. If you don't just be, you're just part of the machine, you're just another zombie. As certain teachers will say, 90% of humanity is just, you know, walking robots. They're not alive. You think you won't be alive, you'll be more alive than anybody. And of course, some of you might have noticed you crossed that line about being afraid of that power, which said passion or more than passion. That's a similar thing, right? That Shakti energy, the feminine force, the infinity of life's going to flow in and through you. And there's a fear of that. We didn't touch on that now explicitly with her, but that was also in the background, yeah? I was in France, I remember one workshop we did in France, and it was 3 days or 4 days, and very intense, very powerful for people. Somebody went home, and then they emailed me a few days later, Shiv Chan, I'm confused. When I was there, it felt like very real, strong, and I went back, and people asked me, and I said, yes, it was, wow, something happened. And they asked, like, what happened? I thought, what actually happened? And I thought about it, I couldn't find, actually, I couldn't answer the question. What happened? Yeah? So they wrote to me, you know, can you help me out here? Did something happen or not? And if so, what was it? Yeah? And I sent back, very simple answer. Only one thing happened. You happened. You happened. Not we took a big walk in the mountain. Not we did wow, great sadhana. Not we did this or this or this or this. You happened, and if you didn't happen, nothing happened. Wow, I'll be back to that was so obvious and so clear, and yet I could not hold on to it. That is the biggest challenge for all of us, to hold on to. Be you, be you, be you. This is our chat. I'm not a woman, I'm not a man, I'm not a person, I'm not myself, I'm a teacher. None of that says don't be you. None of that says don't have the human experience. The whole meaning of it all. How many times you've heard Yogi Bhajan say, you in the beginning, you in the middle, you in the end. It's the most scary thing, it's the most beautiful thing. It's the most simple thing, it seems to be the most complicated thing. Because the world doesn't support that. We have the substitute for that. We have individualism, we have my style, your style, we have designer costumes, we have all kind of Facebook pages and da-da-da. None of it says be you. I made a little thing one time, I don't know if anybody picked up on it. You have these selfies, yeah? Selfie? Yeah? So I sent out on Instagram a little picture that said, not selfie, self-be.
Yeah.
Self-be.
Self-be, self-be, not selfie, self-be. Huh? Let yourself be, isn't it? That little song.
Maybe
All
they
you
are
have to do
practicing.
is let yourself be.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Maybe they are practicing.
Maybe. Sadhana, thank you very much. But you know that you need to continue working on anchoring it, and you do not let your mind tell you, oh, but when I go out, this and this and this. You don't know. You don't know. That's exactly what your mind wants you to believe, and what the whole world wants you to believe, so that you won't be yourself. It wants you to believe that. Yeah? That you will lose it, that it won't work, that there's no meaning, that you can't succeed, that you can't maintain that and enjoy that passion, etc., etc. Everything is trying to stop you from remembering that. You have to decide the gamble. I'm going to gamble and I'm going to find out. It's something I reflected on many, many years ago. If I don't try that out, be self. And I pass the whole life because I'm scared that maybe it's not going to work. And then the life passes by, and the death comes. And I'm going to say, you know what? I regret that I didn't give it a go. You understand? I'm going to regret that. If I give it a go and it doesn't work, okay, I can say I tried, and I can qualify, quantify, absolutely tell you from personal experience, it doesn't work. But I can only say that if I've tried it out.
And isn't
So,
it the main problem?
do you understand?
with
If I think, of the two gambles,
Yeah.
which one do I want to gamble? Oh, it might not work, I might disappear and it won't work and nobody will love me and I'll be da 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 da. Therefore I'm not going to go there. I will never know if I missed something or not. If I go for it, then I know. Then I can declare at the end of the life. Don't be self, anybody. I've tried it for 50 years. Bad news. Don't be self. Or the reverse. I can say, hey, I took a gamble. I survived. Things moved around me. Life happened. Everything went well. No more or better than any obstacles you have in life. I have to pay my bills. I have to deal with everything. But it was okay being self. It was not a problem. I would rather gamble, try it out and see, than spend all my life in fear and assumptions which have no foundation, fantasy, and not find out. Come on, can't you see it? Of the two gambles, only one gamble really makes sense. Work on it, see what the consequences are. Then decide. Don't already assume the failure when you've not even taken the step. Doesn't make sense.